Hey, what's up guys? Alex here in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's a cloudy Sunday afternoon, today being the 24th of May 2026, and it is 4:16 p.m. and it's around 14 degrees Celsius, and I am on Queen Street West, right across from Nathan Phillips Square and City Hall, which is one of the major tourist attractions in the city. And I'm also right outside the Sheraton Hotel. And today I'm going to show you how to get from downtown Toronto to Billy Bishop Toronto City Airport, which is also located downtown, but it's still quite out of the way from the tourist attractions and the city center, of course, even though that's not what we refer to our downtown as, but close enough. If you guys want to see the video that I did from Billy Bishop to downtown, videos in the top right of your screen, and I'll also leave it in the description below. And for your convenience, Billy Bishop is around half an hour from downtown Toronto if you use public transit or even by taxi or Uber. I mean, it is a Sunday, but the traffic is usually still pretty bad around this time. But if you have a lot of luggage, then I highly recommend that you take an Uber or taxi. But if you want to take public transit, that's the method I'm going to show you right now. This involves taking the Toronto TTC subway and the streetcar. You can also take the free Billy Bishop Airport shuttle bus from right outside Union Station. It's free, but I'm going to show you how to get there with the streetcar. So here is the intersection of University Avenue and Queen Street West, and this here is Osgood subway station, which is the closest station to the Sheraton Hotel. The streetcars are not often that reliable, which is kind of why I don't really like using the streetcar. But I mean, who knows? It might be a convenient way. But what you guys have to do is check and see when the next streetcar is departing Union Station, and that would be the 509 Harbourfront. And I have around 9 minutes to get to Union to catch that streetcar. We're only going to be going 2 stops on the Line 1 subway. You can pay with your physical personal card or even with contactless payments or your phone. Doesn't really matter, but I do it the old school way, so I just use my personal card. Yeah, so this is where we are. We're gonna go south 2 stops to Union, and then we'll be taking the 509 Harbourfront streetcar, and we'll be getting off somewhere around there. And we need the southbound trains. Actually, we're just gonna stand around here. Here it comes. If you have a lot of luggage, make sure you use the elevators. Otherwise, it'll be pretty stressful for you guys having to take your luggage down the escalator or stairs. Especially if you have any physical disabilities. That might work. But only 2 stops we are going. Once we get off at Union, we'll have to make a simple cross-platform transfer to catch the 509 streetcar.
Next station, St. Andrew. St. Andrew Station. Doors will open on the left.
And downtown is walkable. You don't even have to take the subway, but you can also take the path network if it's raining or if it's cold, very cold or very hot.
Arriving at
Whatever works for you, I guess.
St. Andrew Station.
But also, if you don't want to pay the $3.35, then I guess you can just freaking walk to Union Station and board the free shuttle bus to the airport. And like I said, I have a video where I show the journey from Billy Bishop to downtown, as well as from Pearson to downtown. And I'm actually making these videos because we're getting a lot of visitors in anticipation of the FIFA World Cup, which is literally 2-3 weeks from now.
Next station, Union Station. Transfer to Up Express, Go Transit, Ontario Northland, Mail Rail, and Intercity buses. Doors open on right. Arriving at Union Station. Transfer for Up Express, Go Transit, Ontario Northland, Dale Rail, and Intercity buses. Doors to open on right.
Ah, shit, look at the lineup.
Line 1.
So again, if you're going to Pearson Airport, you must follow the signs to the Up Express train. But we have to catch the streetcar and we have to join this long lineup. So let's see, 5:09, 1 minute already. Sometimes these screens aren't even that accurate, so we'll be waiting here and I'll be back in a few minutes. We're kind of moving a little bit. There goes the train. Oh, I think this might be it. Nope, that's the 510. That goes to Chinatown and Spadina Station. So that's not the one we want. Yeah, so that's just a simple transfer from the subway platform to the streetcar. But keep in mind, if you're traveling on busy days, you're going to encounter a lineup. And also, again, this is not the streetcar we want. The next streetcar will be a 509, so we're going to have to wait here for that.
A few moments later.
That didn't take long. Alright, this should take about probably 12 minutes. We have to get off at the Bathurst Street and Lakeshore stop because it is the closest to the airport. So just sit back and enjoy the ride, but I'm not doing like the full route, like, because, you know, it's gonna be a lot of dead air if I just like keep filming and stuff. Just wanted to show you like the transfers and what everything else looks like. But now we are on our way. You know, it's interesting I'm making this video because a lot of people were actually coming here for the Bruno Mars concert, and because it was freaking raining yesterday, all this heavy rain was canceled. And I was actually going on the comments on Instagram under that post, and everybody was saying saying things like, oh, they drove 8 hours from like New York and Quebec just to be here, only for it to get canceled. Like, I know I'm going off topic, but yeah, people travel here for different reasons. They travel just to see Bruno Mars or whatever, and then they receive all this disappointment. So they gotta get refunds from that postponed show. But yeah, too bad. It's so sad. I mean, you guys are probably leaving by today or tomorrow. Who knows? But yeah, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. But then again, it's a very poorly designed stadium, and you're gonna have to. And if you're staying downtown, you'd have to take the subway to Downsview Park Station. And then I think there's a shuttle bus, or it's stadium's ass. It really is. In fact, I think it's one of the worst stadiums of all time. But again, that's just something I wanted to point out here. See, this is the thing. Sometimes the streetcar is good, sometimes it isn't. Most of the times it isn't good. But we're actually moving pretty decently here. It's because the streetcar runs in its own right of way, partially separate from traffic. But if you take the shuttle bus, there's a good chance you're gonna be stuck in traffic. If anything, just take the streetcar if it's during rush hour. But if you want to take the shuttle bus, which is what I did coming from the airport, you should definitely do that during like off-peak hours on the weekday, or even on the even during the evenings. But again, it is certainly up to you. But we're not far. It's just the only concern of the streetcar is that you're gonna be stopping at like every freaking red light, and it's also pretty packed too. So good luck if you have your luggage with you. Now we should be there in 6 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna walk to the other end of the streetcar. Sorry. I should have went all the way to the back because that's like the most convenient exit for anybody, so especially those that need the airport. Very surprised it didn't even take too long, because normally these streetcars are quite ass, so sometimes it's like I don't trust them. I tried to make a video taking the streetcar from here to Union Station, but there was a delay, so I actually aborted that video, and then I came back the next day so I could do the shuttle bus instead. See, there's the streetcar to Union. But anyway, we are already here. Well, almost. We just gotta walk into the airport itself. And then what we need to do is we have to take an underground tunnel to get to the departures area. You can also take the world's shortest ferry. However, as I'm filming this, it is not running, so the tunnel is the only option. And I don't even think I saw a shuttle bus. Only just one in the other direction, but not one going to the airport. So I think we did pretty good. And this airport is right next to the waterfront. I mean, feel free to walk from there to the airport. It is actually pretty accessible. Not too bad. It's not the greatest day to be out by the water. Oh, and before you leave Toronto, you gotta say goodbye to our very underrated black squirrels of Toronto. They're actually, some of them are pretty friendly. and you're gonna find them everywhere in the city. So don't be shocked if you're not from Ontario, especially. Don't be shocked if you see any of these black squirrels and you mistake them for rats, because this is what makes our wildlife unique. And these squirrels are going to be watching your planes taking off. I'm just wondering, when will you be back in Toronto? I don't know, just saying. Yeah, see, there's a spot right over here where you can just quickly relax by the lake or even have a smoke. Because obviously no smoking in the airport. And then there is the shuttle bus, which is what I took going to downtown. And this is where you could get the ferry, but as you can see, not running, at least at the time I'm filming this. Yeah, see here, these are just a list of flights, and most of the airlines that serve this airport are Porter Airlines because it's a major hub, and Air Canada. So see, this here is the lake. We just have to take these elevators downstairs to the underground tunnel. Oh, look at this. This wasn't here last time. I don't remember seeing these vending machines either. Oh yeah, look. These are also new. So there used to be... So when I was here last time, there used to be some artwork. Now this is all a part of the FIFA World Cup, which is happening in literally a few weeks. Actually, these are temporary. So if you're coming into the airport, this is what you'll be greeted with results of every World Cup. Yeah, a few things have changed since I was here 2 weeks ago. Yeah, see, this is a visual timeline tracing every historic moment in the FIFA World Cup. Okay, well, looks like the elevators are upstairs, so I guess we'll wait for the next one. So let's go to the departures level. And just like that, here we are. Oh yeah, it says right here, ferry operations are suspended. Yeah, the slightest things have changed. Now they added this up here, welcoming everybody to one of the main cities for the FIFA World Cup. And this year is gonna be crazy. And it's a little bit busier than I had thought. I guess that's not really surprising though, but well, anyway, that's it. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and hope this guide was helpful. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to check out my other videos as well, including the one I did from Billy Bishop to downtown, as well as to Pearson and back. So take care, and adios, au revoir, peace out, bye-bye.